Hello guys, in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to avoid this issue when you are cutting or drafting a female pants. At the end of this tutorial, you should be able to draft a trouser that will give you this perfect fit. Let us begin. These are the measurements we'll be using. Just go through them and let us begin. Now the first thing I'm going to do is to get the full length of the trouser. And as you can see, I'm taking 1.5 inch from the top here, which is the size of my waistband. If you are using waistband 2 inches or 1 inch, you do the same thing accordingly. By the way, if you notice, I've left 3 inches at the top and by this side is intentional, and you should do the same. You're going to see why going forward. So this length is 44, mark 44, and then you mark 2 inches, which is for the hemline. You can see that I just rolled that out. Now we're going to get the box frame that's around the crotch area. Now to get the crotch depth, you're going to divide your hip by 4. Remember, our hip is 42, divided by 4 is 10.5. You can see that I'm taking out 1.5 inch for the waistband at the top, like we did with the length. Now to get now this is the crotch length, right? This is the crotch length, which we got by dividing hip by 4. Now to get this, the side of the hip width, we divide hip measurements. But we add 2 to the hip measurement, we divide it by 4. Let me come again. Add hip measurement, add 2 inches to hip measurement divided by 4. Right, I did not divide hip by 4 and then add 2 later. No, I added 2 to the hip, then I divided it by 4. That is 42 plus 2 divided by 4. That should give us 11 in this case. 42 plus 2 is 44, divided by 4 is 11. Okay, now what you are going to do now is to get the knee line and whatnot, but before then, let us get our hip line. This is the crotch line. Let's get the hip line. Now to get the hip line, you're going to go up from the crotch line by 1.5 and then you roll it out. That's what I just did. Now I want to get the knee line. To get the knee line, measure the full length, just the full length without the hemline. Divide the full length from this line. You can see, so let me just label it. This is our waistline, this is our hip line, this is our crotch line. Now we're going to get the knee line. To get the knee line, you divide from the crotch line to the main line, which is 42. Get that point, divide it into 2. That's what I just did. Now get that point, just mark it, and then you go up by 1.5. You can see that. Now that is our knee line. Whatever you get here, you just roll it and bring it up, right? That is our knee line, so we're just going to roll it. There you go. So let me just label them accordingly. This is our knee line, and then this is our hemline, right? Now what you are going to do, we are going to get this. Now is from this hip line, that's where the shape of the trouser will come out to give us our waist. Now the waist is 35 divided by 4, that should give you 8 3/4, right? 8 3/4. Now 8 3/4 plus 1 inch, that 1 inch is for that should give me 9 3/4. That's what I just did now. Sorry, my tape is not showing clearly, but I believe you are following the calculations I'm doing. Now you connect it from that hip line to that new line with a curve. You should get this curve. I recommend you get these curves, right? Now what you are going to do is first of all, we are going to go up on that hip line. We are going to go up by 1/2 inch, and then we are going to get the midpoint. Now this is the midpoint. Now what you are trying to do now is to get our dart. Now from that middle point, which is from that middle point, you put 1/2 inch on both sides, which gives us 1 inch. Remember, we added 1 inch for that. This is what I'm doing now. Then from that middle point, you go down by 5 inch. So the depth of the front dart is 5 inches. Then you draw your line, and then you draw the darts. can see that. Now this is our dart, half inch on both sides, 1 inch, and then the depth is 5 inch. Now you connect this half inch to the first leg of the dart, and then you on this part you go down by half inch. You can see that, and then you connect it again to the second leg of the dart. There you go. Now to get the tie, you divide your hip measurement by 20. Please take note of all this measurement. In our case, our hip measurement is 42. Divided by 20 will give us 2.1, but then we are going to approximate it to 2.25. That's 2 1/4, because you can hardly get 2.1 on your tape. So 2.25, you can see that. And then you create your curve. Sorry, I skipped that point where I created the curve. That's basically it. Now after creating the curve, the next thing I'm going to do is, now at this point, this is where you decide which type of trouser you are doing. If it's pencil, this is how you just go out. I mean, that's what I'm trying to explain by these hand gestures I'm doing. Now what you're going to do is you get the size of the tie, you divide it into 2. Whatever you get, you just transfer it to the other lines, and this is what you are going to get. Now, like I said, is at this point you are going to decide the type of trouser you want to do. In this case, I'm doing a straight trouser, and I want the knee to be 8. Therefore, I'm going to put 4 on each part. Do you understand? At the middle, since it's straight trouser, the down also is going to be 4. That will give me 8. So this is a straight trouser. If I was doing a palazzo, or sorry, if what we call fella trouser or boot cut, if the knee is 8, the down will be around 12 or 10. You get. And so that's basically it. So you just connect it to the knee. From the knee you connect it to the crotch and then to the hip. You can see, knowing how to use these curves is another skill on its own. You can see that there's a way you use these curves, and it's going to mess up the fit of your pants. Right, so that's it. Now this is the full front pattern. This is the full front pattern. Now to continue with the back pattern, and what I'm going to use a red marker so that you see the difference. So you mark 2 inches here, and then on that line you mark 1 here also, and then you extend it upwards. You can see that, extend it upwards. And now remember, okay, so the extension here for the back part, you go up by 2 inches. You see that, go up by 2 inches. And then this, remember we went up here by half for the front pattern. We're also going to go up by half for the back pattern as well. Just follow me carefully. By the way, you can leave your questions in the comment section, and I'll try to answer as much as I can. Now what you're going to do is, remember our waist is 35 divided by 4 is 8 3/4, plus 1 inch is 9 3/4. That 1 inch is for that. The same thing we'll do here, 9 3/4, 8 3/4 plus 1 inch for that, 9 3/4. The same thing here, so you're going to mark it. This is it here, 9 3/4. Then we are going to connect it here also. You see that. The same thing we did to the front, we'll do to the back. We get the middle, you mark it, you put half inch on both sides. Remember the length, the depth of the front dart is 5, but the depth of the back dart is 6. So you are going to connect these lines, which is our dart line, and then you mark half inch on both sides, just like the way we did with the front, I mean. So you connect it, and there you go. Now to get the tie for the back, you divide hip by 10. In this case, 42 divided by 10 is 4.2. Remember, this is different from the how to get the tie for the front, which is you divide hip by 20. For the back, you divide hip by 10. Please take notes. Now we are going to also connect from that same hip line. You see that? You connect it from the hip line to the crotch line. There you go. The red line is not showing, but it's the same. That same line is the same line with the front tie line. Now remember the hip size of the front is 11 inches. We'll do the same thing. We'll just transfer that same 11 inches to the back. You see it 11 here. You just transfer it to that from that red line. Now do you understand? You define from this to this red line, which is 11. You mark it. You can see that it's simple. Now whatever you got here, you just bring it to this down to the cross line. Remember, this is our point here, so you just use your curves to connect these lines. You see it. Now from here, what you are going to do is we are going to add 1 inch all through. You can see that 1 inch all through. Then you connect it. When you are done with this is literally all about drafting the back pattern. What you can now do is you are going to use your tracing wheel. This is my tracing wheel right there above my hip curve. So you just put another paper beneath it, and then you use your tracing wheel to trace the back pattern on the new paper that is beneath it, and then you cut it, and that's literally all about it. I hope you've learned 1 or 2 things. If you've not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. If you're a first time visitor, subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Give me a suggestion on what you want me to teach you next. If you've not followed me on my Facebook, on my TikTok, on my IG, I'm going to leave the link in the description of this video. Make sure you follow me on all these channels, right? Thank you for watching. See you in the next tutorial.